Eastern Area Community Ministries is a coalition of area businesses, churches, and organizations who have come together to share time, talent, and resources to help those in our community who are in need. My favorite thing about being a board member is that I see how much the organization can do with a small number of people who are really dedicated. They are constantly evaluating and reevaluating their programs, approaches. Just because something has worked for several years doesn't mean they're not going to stop, reevaluate, and make sure it's still in line with the mission and the vision of the organization. About 40% of our volunteers come from our area churches, and they are the lifeblood of our organization. We could definitely not do what we do without the volunteers. They work really in tandem with the staff to make sure that the day-to-day things get done here that need to get done. We have the flexibility now through the Helping Hands partnership to be able to meet people's needs where they are. For example, if someone is a few credits shy of a degree or a certification, then we have the flexibility to help provide some tuition payments or take care of those costs that are preventing them from becoming more self-sufficient. We have a mentoring system so that folks can talk to someone who has some life skills in the area that they need, who can be a friend and a confidant and help them through some of those things.
I think that being here as a volunteer is my window on the real world. The people we serve here are our neighbors. They are the people who take care of our friends and families in the nursing homes. However, most of them do not make a living wage. Many of them are simply being paid too little for what they do. I really enjoy talking to the people. Sometimes they just need an empathetic ear. And I've been relatively fortunate in my life, and I feel this is just a way I can share with the community, because these are our neighbors. Since many of the people we serve are working poor, they may not even be eligible for a government program. Without this program, I think they would just be in a real mess. And I love working with the other volunteers I meet here. One day a week I teach English as a second language to our Hispanic clients, and I enjoy that immensely. There are a lot of young women with babies who are very interested in their own education and that of their children. So it keeps me young, and I think everybody who is here really enjoys being here. It's a wonderful atmosphere.
¿Estás casada?
Sí, soy casada. Tengo dos bebés, uno de 5 y el otro es de 1 añito. Sí.
Ajá. ¿Y tú qué haces?
Bueno, ahora este año estoy estudiando en el college en Indiana, en Ivy Tech, Indiana, el laboratorio, Lab Technician, Medical Lab Technician.
It's been great because, like I said, I've been struggling. I didn't know what to do, which way to go, and after I talked to some staff members, you know, they reassured me that there was help and there are things out there that I didn't know, and they've just been a lifesaver, really. It's like I said, I would suggest them to anyone. So they've helped me with rent. I've gotten help with my LG&E bill. And, you know, it's just been great. I can't say enough about them because, and now, you know, I'm beginning to get into more programs to better myself so that, you know, I won't have to depend on the services as much. And I just think that it's great that there are programs out there that'll get you back on your feet. And I'm looking forward to being involved. And even after I get back on my feet, I still would like to, you know, be involved with them because I just think that it's great that they're here.
My wife, Tracy, volunteers, and then I have 4 kids. 3 of them have been here. One's a college age, another's a high schooler, and our daughter is in 5th grade, and they all love coming in and helping, and they've helped put together desks and unload food and deliver the food and all those kinds of things. Well, it's rewarding to me to be able to do something for others. Like I said, I feel very fortunate in life got a stable family. I don't have to struggle to make ends meet for putting food on the table and things like that. And you can tell with a lot of people that come through here, this is a source of their food and a chance for them to put food on the table. And so if I can do anything to help in that effort, it's rewarding to me to be able to contribute.
This new program that they have hopefully will help me be able to make better changes in my life and further my education so that I can be more self-sufficient for my family and not need these services anymore. It's good to know that, there's help out there, and, hopefully there'll be more resources for people who need the help, and some people who just don't know about it maybe just need to get the word out, and that are really struggling, that need it.
I fully support EACM. The mission that they do for our community is just phenomenal. I believe that people underestimate the services that we provide for our community, especially in the east end of Jefferson County, from Latino outreach to helping those in crisis, from the Christmas store to Thanksgiving baskets, all the things that we do on an annual basis to help our community. One of the most interesting things I think we've done in the past year is the Helping Hand Partnership, where we take the needs of our clients and not just feed them, but teach them how to feed themselves. And I'm very, very jazzed about that whole program. It's an excellent program. Obviously volunteers, especially in the Helping Hands Partnership, we need mentors to help folks from budgeting to managing money to organizing their lives, from whatever the crisis is for that family, to help get them stable on their feet. I think we need mentors, and quite frankly, as I'm the treasurer, we need funds. Donations from individuals always help the organization meet its mission. Most of our support, not all of it, but a good bit of our support comes from our member churches. It takes the community as a whole to help support our mission. In Eastern Jefferson County, we have a lot of needs out there. I mean, some people don't understand that, but probably the second or third largest area of need in the county. So there's a lot of need out there.
People think that this community in the East End doesn't have people that are in need. And there are a lot of people in need in the East End. And this organization, brought together by the churches, helps to fill that need and help them to move on and be independent people. The best part about EACM is hearing the stories from the director and some of the staff as they're out in public and they have their name badges on, and people come up to them and say, "Oh, EACM, I've been there. I've needed to be there." And then they tell their story on their need and how they were affected by EACM. And then they also tell how they have moved on and been successful. And I guess that's what EACM's about. It's about taking somebody that is in need and helping them to be a successful person out in this world.